What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and you guys have asked, and today we're in the car, so it's a car vlog. I figured we'll get into it. Let's talk about how much money I made on flipping that IAA Nissan Versa. And needless to say, the money was good. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and on this channel, if you're new here, we do a lot of auction related content. We go to the salvage auctions, the regular dealer auctions. We pick up cars here or there, flip them, look at interesting things, might look at nasty cars and just see how good the stomach is, and all kinds of other interesting stuff. So if that interests you right now, before we go forward, smash that little red button right there that says subscribe and hit that thumbs up button before we get into the video, so we can do this on a positive note. Now that you slapped that like button disrespectfully, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so a while back, it's been a little bit over a month, I purchased a 2021 Nissan Versa, was it 2020, 2021, whatever. It was a brand new car. Now, it was in a rent-a-cars fleet. Now, I had to say this because IAA literally asked me not to mention the rent-a-car company, but so it was in a rental cars fleet, and it was at a staging area. It was being moved to another rent-a-car location, as well as a bunch of new ones. Well, if you hadn't been watching the news out here, we've been having some flash floods out here in Las Vegas, and needless to say, it got flooded. The good thing about being here in Vegas, though, is it's really all fresh water, and all of these cars, the new ones and the one that I ended up purchasing, had virtually no issues. I mean, it drove a little wonky the first couple of minutes I drove it, and that's because, one, it's a CVT transmission, and I heard all the, you should have changed the fluid, you should have did it. There was nothing in the fluid. The fluid was perfectly fine. It just had been sitting, and stuff had corroded around stuff, just like crust and crap from being flooded. So just driving it, it just got better, and it was fine. It also came with a clean title and no brand. That's right. All of these cars were clean title cars. So that was actually a very solid pickup. So what do we do with this? So we picked it up, and I believe my cost was almost at $5,700 or something along those lines. And we could break out all the receipts if you guys want to see those, or you can go back and watch the older video when we picked the car up. And after a detail, because we did have to detail it because the car did smell like ass, and just a regular oil change, I just did one because and we did an oil change, cleaned it up, and I think I replaced a module or something that was bugging out because it was under the seat that got wet. All in, my cost on that car was like $6,300 bucks. All right, that included my title fees and everything else, right? $6,300 bucks, give or take, something like right about there, $6,300. All right, I sold the car, and I was tempted. I mean, I did try to run it through the auction first. I was going to run it through, to give you an example, Manheim as a dealer, because I'm a wholesaler from Kansas. I could run it through the auction, but we didn't do that. I actually ended up listing it up, and it was on Facebook, and I paid the little dealer fee. I know I put it on Craigslist. I know, horrible. But I had a dealer reach out to me and want to buy it. Cool. So I bring it out there. Dealer has it inspected. They do a full inspection. They know everything on the car. They know it's been a flood car. I had a disclosure written for them on it. They didn't care. It was clean title. Y'all want to know what I sold the car for? I know y'all waiting. You're like, well, how much did you sell it for, TK? We have to know. So, I was just looking at getting rid of it very quickly, and this is why I was going to run it through the auction. And if I made like $3 or $4 grand on the car, that's a good day. The dealer bought the car from me for $12,200. What does that mean? That means I almost got 100% profit on that car. Granted, $6,300 all in on the vehicle, sold it for $12,200. Now, why did the dealer buy it for me for $12,200? Well, warranty was still intact, low mileage, clean title, and the car had no dings, dents, nothing crazy on it, right? No dings or dents, outside of the little issues that we took care of on the car. It was great, right? So they were able to turn around, and that dealer sold that car for almost $17,000. I watched it, and I've been waiting on this for a minute to wait till they sold it. And I've stayed in contact with the guy at Nissan, because it was the Nissan dealership here. I stayed in contact with the sales guy at Nissan, and he was the one that actually sold it. And the guy at Nissan that sold it, he said they sold it for like $17,000. So if they bought it from me from $12,200, it means the dealer made like $5,000, and that's if they didn't get any points on financing and whatnot. So think about this: they made almost $5,000. I almost doubled my money, and the car was $6,300 all in to be clean and ready to go on the line for sale. Steal. So I stole that thing. So we went ahead and we bought another one, but this one is a Altima. I know. TK, why did you buy an Altima? Well, how could I say no? How could I say? I couldn't say no. The price is just too good on these flood cars. And I know everyone is a risk, right? The next one might not be as good as this one was as far as a flip and how much I'm able to make on it. But the risk is worth it to me just because of how much you can actually make on these cars. Especially where they're, like I said, especially where they're clean title cars. It's just, the price is unbeatable. And yes, some cars can be purchased by the public with no broker or no dealer license. Just depends on what it is that you want to buy. But cars go really cheap out here because a majority of them do require some type of license. That's why I love it out here on the West Coast. I'm getting crazy deals on cars when I buy stuff because they're not inflated by having 50 people from the general public bidding on a car that they probably shouldn't be bidding on anyway. Now, that said, that's not like to discourage you. Definitely should go ahead and jump into it. And or if you're in a market like this, you could always use a broker. I operate as a broker out here on the West Coast. I do a lot of cars from LA to Salt Lake City to Phoenix to Las Vegas. So if you're in that area and you're looking to pick something up, definitely can help you out and do that. But yeah, man, it's been absolutely crazy. That's the best thing I could tell you, man. And making that money on that Nissan was probably one of my best flips of 2022 for sure. 100%. I mean, now here's the thing. Oh my God, he made 100%, almost 100% profit on flipping this car. I'm gonna do this and do it every time. Negative. It don't work like that. You're not gonna flip a car for 100% profit every time. Are there people that say, I do it, I flip it for 100%? Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not a buy here, pay here dealer. I'm not trying to be a scumbag. I'm literally just picking up cars that I'm looking at that need minimal work, like me maybe bolting on a fender or replacing some headlights or something along those lines, and then getting it out to the auction to get it sold, to get it flipped. That's it. I'm not trying to do all this extra bullshit, and I'm not saying that people that do that are bullshit. I'm just saying, like, I'm looking for stuff that's easy. I'm looking for profitability. That's it. I'm not trying to get dug into a hole. And I know, well, it's all content, TK. That's not my channel. My channel is not about losing money. I don't like losing money. I don't care if I make more money on the videos. I do not like losing money. I hate taking L's. So I'm not going to voluntarily take L's on cars. Just not going to do it. So, but there you have it. So almost 100% profit on that car. Hell of a flip. Great deal. Got a great deal on it. And the same thing just happened with a brand new Nissan Altima, and you guys will get to see videos on that soon. I've already filmed them. I just have to, old TK just has to sit down and edit the shit, and I promise I'll get to it after my fantasy draft, because we have fantasy draft this weekend. Yes, I do play fantasy football, and I got to get into my fantasy draft and get that done. Oh, thank God it's football season. And then, we'll get into that. I'll get those videos edited. You guys will get to see the first pickup and drive and everything of that Nissan. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's fun times. Yeah, there you have it. But with that said, thank you guys very much for watching. There you can see how much we made on the car. And then not just me, I didn't just make money on the car. The dealer made money on the car too. I'm kind of aggravated. You know, some of y'all told me I should have just sold it myself for 15 grand, but I didn't want to sit on it and wait. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.